Shriram City Union Finance is the first company we're speaking with this morning. The company has seen disbursals remaining strong, but that is not translated into AUM growth. To get a sense of how the business is looking overall, we are now joined by Mr. Y.S. Chakravarti, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer at the company. Thanks very much, Mr. Chakravarti. Appreciate you joining in. You know, you'd said that through the course of this year, disbursements would average around 7,500 crores a quarter. AUM growth, you said, should be between 16 to 18% for the full year.
Yeah.
Q2, we are deep into the second quarter. How are things looking? Could you tell us if those numbers are what they said they will be?
Yeah, we are on course. I think as of now, we are on par with what we have achieved in the first 2 months of Q1. Q1 has been actually one of the best for us, as you know, for a period of last 5-6 years. So Q2 is doing good. So we are actually keeping our fingers crossed for the coming festival season to see good demand. Particularly two-wheeler, we have, if you look at the Q1 numbers, we've done about 2.6 lakhs, which is against about 9.6 lakhs last year. So we are on course this year to cross about, we are targeting for about 100,000 average per month. That would be about 1.2 million two-wheelers to be funded this year. And I think we are on course to hit that number.
Okay.
Similarly, SME also, we are seeing a very good demand from the market, particularly our trading and service sectors. So disbursements, we are on course. Growth you'll see coming in this next 3 quarters.
Okay, wow, that's great to hear that Q1 has been the best that you've seen in the last 5 to 6 years in terms of disbursements. Actually, your margins, your net interest margins have also improved quite sharply. Do you expect that uptrend to continue, and what could the average be?
It could stabilize here because it's also a fact. Your product mix is a factor for that uptick in the margins. It's basically your two-wheeler and SME contributing to the net interest margins there. So, I mean, I think we'll hold it steady there. We are not looking at increasing our rate, so we'll hold it.
So you're saying hold it steady means it was about 13.7%, right, in the quarter gone by.
Yeah.
So that's a rate that you expect will stay through the course of the year?
Yeah, about 20 bips plus or minus.
Okay.
Mr. Chakravarti, so what are the indications across segments? Are they pointing to an acceleration in business in disbursements as we get into the thick of the festive season? Which segments are looking particularly strong, or will the rate of change will not be that meaningful? I'm talking about, I mean, we're almost done with Q2, into Q3 as well.
So, see, Q3 generally is very good for our two-wheeler business. So we actually do about 50% more than what we normally do in each of the other quarters. So that's one we are banking on, two-wheeler. SME also, during the festival season, I mean, starting from now, there is a demand for working capital on the SME sector, particularly trading basically from the trading sector. So it's SME and two-wheeler for the third quarter. Gold festival season will be slightly slow, so fourth quarter we are looking at gold picking up well.
Okay. On the asset quality front, just wanted to understand a little more. The NPAs have remained stickier, that is on the higher side. Some of the pockets have seen challenges as well in the recent past, but now that things are improving, do you expect an improvement in asset quality too?
If you look at our performance in the first quarter and the fourth quarter of last financial year, in fact, again, first quarter collections have been one of the best for us. And so far, the trend is in these 2 months of the second quarter also, we have crossed almost close to 104% of collection efficiency. So we expect NPAs to actually perform better in this current quarter as well as going forward. See, my push for higher disbursement comes from my comfort in collections.
Okay. Also wanted to check with you, post the merger with STFC, what would be the business momentum? What kind of growth are we looking at in AUMs as well as in disbursals?
See, SCUF as a standalone entity, we are, as mentioned earlier, we are looking at 16 to 18% growth in AUM. And STFC has put out a guidance of about 12%. So my sense would be on a combined basis, we should grow at least anywhere between 12 to 14%.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it drags low, right? That was one of the concerns, that there is no real material synergy benefits of the merger, etc. I mean, you'd said that the merger gets completed by October, right? This year.
End of October.
End of October. Do you have a real sense of how this is sort of now? You have, I mean, you're closer to it now at a branch level in terms of customer, in terms of product offerings, etc. How is it going? If you can give us some sense.
Yeah. Before that, Anuj.
Prashant here, sir.
Sorry. Before that, see, for synergy benefits, we are not have become one. Second is, we are working towards product integration with all the branches of both the companies. So I would request you to give us at least a couple of quarters to see the synergy benefits kick in, number one. Number two, as of now, what we are trying to do is we are actually taking our products, say, gold loan and SME, into all the SME STFC branches. Gold wherever it is feasible. Typically, we are looking at a ground floor or a first floor premises where STFC is there, and across the country to all the branches of STFC, the SME loans. We are in this process. We have started a pilot, and this month we will be ending up with about 1,000 branches into the pilot. So by end of October, we should be actually introducing all the products across the two entities. Both the entities' teams will be equipped, both in terms of skill sets and also software side, to onboard customers of both the companies.
All right, Mr. Chakravarti, we'll leave it there today. Thanks a lot for joining us. That's Shriram City Union Finance. Well, let's look at where the pre-open settles slightly better than SGX Nifty, just so slightly, 17,796. Remember, it would be very close to that 17,771 first line of defense that I spoke about in the morning. That was the Wednesday low. And the 20-day exponential moving average comes in at 17,690. This zone has been defended, so whether the market defends it again or not. Mitesh, if we open here, do you trade it, and what's your 9-10 call?
Anuj, as I said, I think, while the opening looks like stronger than what the SGX was indicating mildly, but I think I would still wait it out. I think the indicator setup is slightly on the weakest side, so not trading the index immediately. On the 9-10 call, I think SBI Life, that's a sell call with a stop at 13.10 for targets of 12.55 can be a good choice for the day.